Hello everybody, now check this out. Today's video, we're talking about being a waitress. Tell them the stories, the crazy stories about being a waitress and how it is.
Okay, I was a waitress, this is like almost 12 years ago or so.
Right,
It was
right.
a long time ago, but I did waitering and for a Thai restaurant. And I remember waiting there and, you know, you get your own tips. And this happened every day. You get your own tips, you keep them, you know, just like regular waitering.
Mm.
One day there was a big group of people that came. It was like a 12, and I ended up being seated in my section, so it was my table, and I ended up getting a really big tip from them. And I guess the sushi bar and everybody seen the tip, and they said, oh, well, you have to break off a percentage to us because we get partial of tips. And I was getting tips all the time there, and
Right.
I ain't never broke them off. Never had to give sushi bar no tips ever. And then all of a sudden they're like, no, you gotta give me. And then guess how much I had gave them out of the tips. The tip that I got, that one tip that I got, he ended up getting $60 out of it because that was his portion. $60?
How? Wait,
So
how's that?
the tip, it was a big tip, but $60 out of that?
Wow.
It's a lot.
Yeah, they stole it from you.
They basically did. I didn't go back. That was it. I ain't need the job that bad.
That bad, right?
Yeah.
It's so crazy because they don't tell you all that extra stuff.
Yeah.
You don't think that. I remember when I started, I didn't know you had to tip out the busboy, the
Right.
bartender. You had to. By the end of it, you're like, oh wait a
What
minute.
am I
didn't-
doing?
Yeah.
What am I getting?
I came here for $40.
And we didn't even, and we had one host or whatever, and our host got paid hourly. So our tips never went to anybody when I was working there, except for when I got a huge major tip. Then that's when it was like, hey, we got to
Right.
get that too. So I don't know what it was that happened there.
And
Because I've been-
how much did you get an hour? Was it like something like $2 or something like that?
No, they didn't even pay me an hour because this
Really?
was like a job that they needed there. They needed people and stuff. They didn't. It was like under the table. They didn't do
Oh, okay.
no paperwork. I didn't need. It was experience.
Jeez. So that was your first experience about being a
The
waitress?
waiter. That was my
Wow.
first. That was my first time.
Jeez, a nice wake-up call.
Did I wait ever after that? I
No?
never ever after that. After that, I was in restaurants, but I was not waitering. I was doing like prepping food and
Oh, you
cooking.
did the prep cook?
and cook, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
No, but it's so crazy. And then, you know what's so crazy about the tables? It can have the rudest customers, and they're the ones that are going to tip you the best.
Yes, yeah.
And the people that you're the most nice to, they don't tip
They
you
don't
nothing.
do nothing.
How's that work?
No, I always got really good tips. We were always really awesome with tipping. It was just when you get younger, it was the younger kids, like younger, I wouldn't call them kids, younger adults. They're the ones that are really cheap.
Yeah.
They didn't grow up with, they don't have no experience in life, I think. So
Right.
they didn't really know how to treat people, you know, they don't know what it feels like probably. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
didn't tip. They didn't have, you know, they don't have much of an understanding about that. So those are the ones that'll try to get over on you and be like,
They'll have like a
But-
$200 check, and they'll give you like a $10 tip, $5.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so crazy. So I don't miss those jobs at all.
Yeah.
So that experience, you said the hell with it, right? That was it for you.
Yeah,
Man, I don't blame
I haven't did that in a long time. Like I said, like 12 years ago.
you. Jeez.
Not again. I don't go nowhere near restaurants unless I'm eating.
Yeah. So a lot of people. So if you're thinking about being a waitress, a waiter, I don't know. Think again. It's not what it all seems. I'd rather be a cook. Tell you the truth.
Yeah, that's what I did. I ended up being a cook. They paid way more too.
Yeah. The thing is with the waiters is, it's a gamble. You don't know if you're gonna get tipped good.
Yeah, you don't even know if you're. But when you have a set pay, it feels
Yeah.
like I'm just getting paid for being here cooking this food. But when you have to hustle up that money and you're not getting, there's nobody coming. Say there's not even getting people, you know. So
Right.
these girls are wasting hours a day sitting there waiting for tips, relying on a couple of bucks. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's good. When it's good, it's good. But it's just like stripping. Like when it's good, it's good. But when it's not, it's not.
It's a gamble. Yeah. It's not like a set pay. But, you know, there's some nights that you can make a whole bunch, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so. I don't know. My advice, I don't know. I wouldn't do it again. You said you want to do it again?
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't
You
advise
see,
it.
I never did. I never did it again.
Yeah, I don't
Once
blame
that
you.
happened to me, I quit because it made me cry. First of all.
Oh, yeah.
So, if I get that mad, I had to leave. So I didn't want to.
You about to tear down the whole place, huh?
Yeah,
Burn it down.
You get that mad. Like that. And people are mad at restaurant jobs.
Why is that?
They hate it.
Jeez. They're the most
don't want-
unstable people. Like, I never
They don't
seen.
want to be there.
I never seen so much people with like anger issues, and I was like,
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah. That's the exact word. They
Jeez.
hate it because people are playing with each other all day. It's like, you know, they're playing like, they don't care about their job, you know, and they're serving people, you know, and they're doing things they don't want to do. It's like, they don't give a damn. Like, they don't give a fuck. Here goes your shit. Or here goes, you know, it's not really like a cause behind that.
Yeah. And some people can't handle stress.
Yeah.
I mean, they go crazy. I see them in the kitchen. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, they
my
don't go
God.
home and feel good. Like, I fed 1,000 people today. You know what I'm saying? I took care of 1,000 people today. They don't feel good about that. What do they go home to?
They hate life. They go home. Oh, where's the drinks?
They drinking on the job.
Right? You ain't lying.
How
I
many
see
restaurants
some.
the cooks will be drunk?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
That
They're
is true.
drinking on the job with a sake. I'm like, oh my goodness. It's, yeah, I see it all.
It's a
in
stressful
restaurant
environment.
jobs.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't work in those kitchens no more.
Never again.
Nope.
But I mean, I could tell you some experience, and that was one of mine, and it made it for me, and that was my deal breaker. So maybe some people do get a joy out of it, and like, you know, I got to feed somebody.
But really,
I
you're just
see
giving a
somebody
plate.
eating out with their family.
I guess that's something to be happy about. But after a while, it just becomes numbers and numbers, and then it
The
gets annoying.
enjoyment is gone.
I don't know. Well,
Just do what makes you happy. I don't think if you like to cook, be a chef.
yeah,
You know, I don't know if you like to waiter, if you want to be a waiter, but
I don't know. I think that's one of
my
the
advice
lowest.
is not to. Just,
I mean, the stuff that you get, even like if the customer messes up their order, you go back to the cook. The cook argues to you for messing up the order, and then
you're like, I ain't even do nothing.
yeah, and it's like your fault if the food is bad. That's not my fault. I didn't cook
They
it.
said it's cold. It's raw.
You want me to do about it?
You want me to get the spatula?
Here, let me put it on the grill real quick.
I had a friend. He got fired from a restaurant.
Oh yeah.
He said he was waitressing on a table. He was a waiter, and they asked him for some lemons.
Some
With
lemon.
this drink. He went and got some lemons and came back with them on his hands.
Oh, he had enough. That's it. That was his breaking point.
And he was like, "Here's your lemons." And the old lady, because it was old ladies, they looked at him and was like, "Sir, you got them on your hands." And he just realized, he's like, "Oh shit." And he ended up getting fired for that.
Yeah, that will get you fired. I seen
Could you imagine that though?
I seen this
Oh,
one.
yo.
Here you go.
Not even on napkins. Oh, you're drooling.
I remember I see this waiter. They had a salad, and the tomatoes fell out of the plate,
and
but on the
picked
tray,
Oh.
he actually got the fork and took the tomatoes out of the tray and put it back on the plate. In front of the manager. The manager was like, "What did you do?"
So what would you do if the?
I was like, "I'm not eating that shit."
What would you do if you were the waiter and the tomatoes fell off the plate? Would you just give it to her like this?
Jeez,
Turn
he should have just flipped it over and scooped it, put it there. Oh my goodness.
Even though you know you just skip it off. And you know,
There you go.
so like waiters, they be going through it too. Food will be messed up, like you said. So it's not a good job.
It's like people are arguing with the customers. So I was out there. So then you go in the kitchen, they're arguing. You're just like,
About the food.
You can't escape. Yeah.
And you don't want tomatoes to fall off your plate.
No.
So, yeah, it's not a good place.
No. So I don't advise it to anybody. We don't. You can do it, knock yourself out, but from our experience,
Don't do it.
no.
It's too much.
All right, everybody, we are out of here. Take it easy, darling. Have a good night.
Good night.